Welcome to Don't Quote Me on That. One day we will have an intro, but today is not that day. Hello, hello, hello. This is Elanor.
And this is Kalina.
And welcome back to Don't Quote Me on That. We're giving you a little double feature, kind of, today, in that we're sort of talking about the same thing we talked about last week, but there's a twist, so it's better.
I don't know if I would say better. It is definitely more entertaining for me, and that is all I'm concerned about right now.
It'll definitely be a more structured debate this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that we never have structure ever. And now there's numbers on the screen.
But yeah, there's numbers, so we're structured. Well, I don't know if you'd promise on the screen. We don't pay our editor enough for that.
We do not pay our editor enough for that.
But this week, this was Kalina's idea. And she's brilliant, and we've both seen Saltburn, so Thanks. Easy first one.
Yeah.
But what Kalina has done is picked 5 songs that weren't on the Saltburn soundtrack. And it's not necessarily songs that she thinks should have been on the soundtrack, but we're going in the vein of like jukebox musical, where she's giving me songs and I have to decide what plot point they would be incorporated in.
Yeah, if Saltburn were a musical, where would this song, where would they break out into this song?
Yes. And I will say, I kind of best thought, didn't even look at the plot synopsis on Wikipedia, most of these.
Okay.
And then I listened to the 2 songs that I've never heard before, and I kind of retooled it. A few of them I have 2 different guesses, and I haven't decided if I'm going to give you... I think I'm going to give you both, but I'll tell you which one I think is stronger.
Okay. I want to tell you just the rules. Because I know when we do some other... our best of albums for artists, we have rules. So the rules I went by, which we can solidify as we go along with this, but I said that it couldn't be a song from a musical, obviously. And if it was a jukebox musical, I just prefer not to use that song. But as long as it wasn't a song that was written specifically for a musical, I couldn't add a scene into a show. So into the movie, so I couldn't something that logically could have happened,
add a breakaway monologue or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
It could have been something that, even if it was something that could have happened, I couldn't add a scene. Like Saltburn, for example, we didn't see. I can't think of a good example right now without spoiling some of these. But I couldn't add in a scene. I could, however, extend it in the sense that, let's say, I was put a song at the end of a scene, but as long as the scene was still happening when the song came in.
Okay.
And those are all I can think of off the top of my head right now. 5 songs. Oh, and the important one was the songs had to have come out, not so important for this movie, but the song had to have been out when the movie was out. So let's say I did a movie from 2012, I couldn't put a song in that was from 2020.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's going to be hard for me because we're going to have to do a lot of current movies, because if a song was released pre-2020, unless it's One Direction or Taylor Swift, it's been surgically eliminated from my brain.
I will tell you, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but my dream for one of these is just to do one artist entirely. I would love to do a musical that's just I don't even know, Måneskin songs, and just let you figure it out.
Okay.
You know what? That one might actually work for our original idea of just make a musical, figure out what the plot is.
Yeah, because...
File that away for later.
Yeah, I don't know if I've told you, I think I have, but we pick 10 plot points, and then we have to pick 5 of them each or something, so just so that we have some sort of boundaries, so one of us isn't making up an alien invasion in the middle of the musical.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I would do that.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would find a Taylor Swift song to represent them. Yeah. Probably I Can See You, for when the aliens are... Anyway.
I will tell you, I Can See You. I swapped out I Can See You for one of these songs on here. Same
Is
scene.
it take? Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
We'll find out as we go along. Oh,
Okay.
also, and then when I give the songs to Elanor, I don't give them to Elanor in the order of the chronological order of the movie.
Yeah. I did ask that. I didn't
That's a little
think
too easy.
you did because that's a little too. Yeah. Okay. So,
I did them as they came to me in a dream. Quite literally.
we're gonna do this in the order of the song, just the way you gave me the song. Or do you want me to try to remember the order and try to go chronologically? What would be easiest
Go
for
in
you?
the order I gave. Go in the order I gave you, because
Okay.
hopefully it'll give me time to catch up with the other ones.
All right. So, the first song from Saltburn the musical is The One That Got Away. Kalina didn't give me an artist for this song. I'm assuming Katy Perry. That's what I did my math on.
Oh, another rule. It couldn't. I mean, like, this is not as important because they're singing it in the musical, quote unquote, but no covers.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that's fair.
because you can do this in a jukebox musical, the lines could be tweaked a little bit. I didn't want to rewrite the whole song, but if I had to change a word or two to make it make sense, that would be fine.
All right.
Sorry. Go ahead. The One That Got Away. Katy Perry.
This one, I have my first thought, best thought, but I like my second thought better.
Okay.
My first thought, best thought for The One That Got Away was this playing right after so it's from Oliver's point of view, playing right after Felix finds out.
Okay.
But I scrapped that because I listened to the song and then I realized I was not in the right headspace to listen to the song, and then I stopped listening to the song, and then I was like, I actually think that this should play like spooky version of this song, kind of dissonant, kind of in the background, at the very end.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going with that.
Okay. I'll give you bonus points if you can tell me who sings the song. Because I don't just picture this. Some of them, yeah, sometimes it's just background. But for some of them, I tried really hard. Okay. Yeah, I tried really hard to make it the actual characters are breaking out into a song. Because in a musical, that's how it would be. Okay. I liked both of those thoughts. The first thought, best thought was close to what I had envisioned originally when I thought of the song. But spooky version kind of at the end is closer to what I actually ended up picking. I did The One That Got Away is ensemble, everyone singing. It's right after Felix dies, so they're in the maze.
Oh!
And so it's summer after high school when we first met. That'd be Oliver, obviously. Tweak that a little bit for college. And then he talks about matching tattoos, so that would be Venetia. And then I thought the bridge, when she says, all this money couldn't buy me a diamond ring, that part would be a really powerful moment where his mom sings, because his mom was very in denial and tried to pretend everything was normal. So I think just giving her those couple lines in the bridge where you can realize she actually realized all this money couldn't buy me a diamond ring, I couldn't replace you with a million things, I should have told you what you meant to me. So that'd be his mom. But yeah, it was and then Farley sings a couple bits, but it's Oliver, Venetia, Farley mostly. No dead.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
I like that. That's good. Okay. I didn't get to the matching tattoos line.
Sorry, yeah, there's a bit about hanging out on the roof. That would have been Farley. Obviously tweak the makeout line, but that probably would have been Oliver singing it. Yeah.
I mean, actually, that leads into my next one. Because my first thought, best thought for the next song was the kiss scene that never happens.
Yeah, fair enough. Originally, when I did this, I was trying really hard to pick songs that were all early 2000s jams, because I feel like a good portion of the movie, at least till we get to Saltburn, felt very 2000s club hits. It felt very
specific. Yeah. Okay.
But then I got too lazy to look at what year the songs I was looking at came out.
I mean, one of them is definitely not from the early 2000s. For sure.
Sure.
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
sorry. So
And also because I thought the movie did a really good job of like being of its time, so I wanted to keep in that vibe. If I had like wasn't falling asleep while I was doing this, I probably would have spent some more
if
time.
we
But it was
like
just a lot to like
hadn't
Google
thought of
and
this
listen and
on Friday and it's Saturday,
it was a bit pressing. Yeah.
Song number 2, "Take It Off" by Kesha. First thought, best thought, was the makeout scene that got ripped from our poor little hands. Second thought was this just plays slowly in the background every time Jacob Elordi has a shirt on.
That's fair. I have to look up the specific lyrics. I'm pretty sure I remember what scene this is, but I want to be able to tell you why I picked the lyrics.
I am realizing that I wrote down those 2 joke thoughts and then forgot to write down my real one, and I don't remember it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like your second one better. Just anytime Jacob Elordi shows up and has a shirt on.
But I think this would be good. I think this could also be. I don't know why I'm going creepy today, but like, I think this could be like an Oliver Farley moment.
Ooh, yeah. Something I was dealing with was there's a karaoke scene in the movie, and I was like, I don't know if I want to like rework that because they're already singing and like just make it like a full thing or not. But yeah, do you want to hear what it really was?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So "Take It Off" is the birthday party. This is like the party goers are singing it. But I think Kesha, specifically this album, has like a very like, not spooky, but like a grittier sort of vibe. And I think that fit with the tone of, because this is after Felix is found out, and he's expects Oliver to leave before this. So it's kind of like one last hurrah, even though Felix doesn't realize it at the time. It's literally one last hurrah for the family. Farley's back. So like if you're looking for a show, and I kind of pictured it as like Felix, so none of the main characters are singing, it's all like the background characters, but it's very much like Felix, because there's a scene where Oliver is like trying to talk to him and Felix is like, can you leave me alone? And he's like doing coke in a room with some people. So it was like Felix is like living it up, and he's just trying to like forget his annoyance with Oliver and all this stuff. So yes, and also he's probably taking his shirt off. You know.
I like that. I know it like doesn't count now, but I do think that might have been my first thought. But I think another thing is I was kind of putting these as soundtracks and not.
Yeah, I get you.
Musical.
This could also
numbers.
have been soundtrack. That was my other thing, because I told you I really liked the song in this scene. Mm-hmm. So I almost just went with that, but I was trying to. I was like, in a musical, it's never really like a soundtrack. The characters are actually singing, so I tried to make it like realistically, where would they break into song?
I think all my next ones though do fit into them being like big musical numbers, so we're good. I'll take the loss for number 2, but I think
I'll give you a bonus points for Jacob Elordi shirt off, because
thank you.
Honestly, I should have thought of that.
I was pandering, and it worked.
I'm a single woman.
Actually, my very first thought was this. The mother sings this when Felix comes home with the nose or with the lip ring in, and he's got a eyebrow piercing, whatever it was.
Eyebrow piercing.
He
had it, and it looked nice, and I love him. He's built like a refrigerator.
But yeah, the mom is like, right now,
take it off.
Take it off
right now. Take it off. I was debating between this and what's the other one off this album? Not TikTok. There's Take It Off. There's TikTok. God, this is like a banger of an album. I can never remember.
I just listened to this album actually, because it is such a banger.
Because like I knew I really wanted to do a song for the party scene. For the most part, I just try to do songs that like came to me, and the scene I thought they might fit. But this one, I knew I wanted to do a song for the party, and this was I just felt like this whole album was a good balance.
Backstabber?
Yes, it was Backstabber, but some of the lines just didn't quite work. But I was like, this would be perfect for Felix to break into a song in. Because it's still got a party vibe, but it's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's a song on this album called "See You Next Tuesday," but it spells out a bad word.
Oh my God, you love that word, and so does my mom. Yeah.
And my job is email, and I had to send an email, and I set up a meeting for a Tuesday, and so I wrote, "See you next Tuesday," and then in my head I was like, I can't say that. Like
I
spelled it properly,
I will meet you
I
on
changed
the day after Monday.
Yes, I was like, I am excited to see you on the, and then I just put the number of the date. But yeah, oh, such a banger. Party at a Rich Dude's House?
Is Dinosaur on this? Oh, I hadn't heard that one. But that one was another one. But I was like, this isn't the right scene. That would obviously be Oliver singing it.
Yeah.
Possibly Farley. But that wasn't really like the right moment, just emotionally, to put that in
Exactly. I agree. Yeah, Dinosaur's on this.
Yeah. Banger album.
Also, Blah Blah Blah.
Banger album.
Banger. Even Steven is good.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a Kesha musical, actually. We should do a Kesha musical.
We should actually. No.
I think we're old enough, for real. I think we're old enough that like that would market really well.
It would, but I think we could do like an animal want, like big,
big brain.
Yeah.
Actually, while we're on it, this just made me think of this this person on TikTok that I'm a little in love with. Their name is Hunter. They're in a band. It's called Chase Petra. They have good songs. But Hunter, I found them because Hunter posted like, oh, this is X scene in the emo musical I'm writing. But they do a lot of like Panic at the Disco songs, and they're like early Panic, and then they think that they have a Paramore one, and they're like this is the scene where the two lesbians like they're fighting because one doesn't want to come out to the world, and it's like a period. Oh, it's so good. If you're on TikTok, look up Chase Petra.
If you're on TikTok.
If you're on the TikTok, kids.
If you guys heard of this brand new underground social media app.
You know what hurt my
TikTok?
heart? At my job, we market on TikTok, and I have to say that to people sometimes. I'm like, oh, how'd you hear about us? They're like, oh, it's on social media, right? And I'm like, what? Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Thankfully, most of the people I deal with are in their 60s, so the answer is always
so it's Facebook.
No.
Oh.
It's actually Instagram, pretty popular with them now. We're getting on there.
You know what? I believe that. I think Instagram's giving a lot of grandma energy.
Yeah. Anyway, Chase Petra on the TikTok. And while you're there, look up Don't Quote Us on that.
Yeah.
Also very funny.
We're really funny. And I promise I'm not dead. It just looks like it.
Elanor makes a TikTok once a quarter.
What happened is Kalina and I were hanging out, and instead of recording TikToks, I was sick.
Laid on my floor. Yeah, no, but it's not just you. We get worse about I think we film less every time we're together. Mm-hmm. The first time we were together, we filmed every single day. The second time we were together, we filmed like most of the days. When I came to visit you a couple months ago, we filmed twice.
One day.
Yeah, one day, because we had a lot happening that day.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we didn't film at all when we were together this last time.
Nope.
And we always save stuff, because I'm like, oh, I know Eleanor's coming. When she comes, I'm going to film this. We're going to film this. So I removed it all when you left, and I'm going to see you again soon, hopefully. So I got to go find him again.
Yeah, we're going to be really annoying.
More so
I
than
think
usual.
if... like, because we'll have somebody else with us, at least one other person, so they can be like our shield in public.
Yeah, but those people, no matter who the person is, they know us.
Yeah, but they can just put their back to us and then just shield us from like the public seeing us.
True. And they think we're great.
That's correct. Yeah.
If we're talking about the same person. I mean, actually, I think any of the options think we're great.
Yeah, any of the options think we're great because we are. They just get it. Okay. Number 3.
Hey, it was the next song I gave you.
This is a song I had to listen to for this because it shockingly wasn't loaded up in my mind bank already. The song is called "Leave Me Alone" by this indie artist. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Shut up.
Mr. Michael Jackson.
Oh my God, who's that?
An icon. Rest in peace.
King of Pop.
Do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died?
No, yes. I remember more vividly where I was when his funeral was going on.
Interesting.
I had just gotten into Michael Jackson like a few months before that, I would say. My mom loves him. And I had just like started actively listening to him myself like a couple months before.
Before he died or before his funeral?
Before he died.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think those were too far apart, to be fair, Elanor.
You know what? That's a good point.
Thank you. I have those sometimes.
I was in my brother's room trying to watch MTV. I think it was Degrassi, and it got interrupted by breaking news that Michael Jackson died.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you.
I was in my house.
That's a great place to be.
Also in my house for the funeral. I remember what my bed looked like, though. My bed was up against the corner, and I had this little net hanging from one wall to the other wall in the corner that had a bunch of stuffed animals in it. I don't know. I remember.
Oh, that's a cool thing to do now, like a Squishmallow net. You're an icon, trailblazer, trendsetter.
I know. I've just been that girl. Built different.
You really have. Anyway, 3, Leave Me Alone, Michael Jackson. This is obviously, there's only one place to put this, so I'm going to be very embarrassed if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Felix sings this.
Yep.
To Oliver.
Right.
After he finds out.
Yeah.
The big emotional,
Exactly. No, perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's Felix finding out.
Yeah. I had another song here. This is where I had I Can See You. No, it's not where I had I Can See You. Just kidding. I had I Can See You somewhere else.
Okay.
But what happened is I had I Can See You third, and then I was like, I'm gonna come back to this later because I didn't love it. Yes, this is where Felix finds out. One thing I really liked about this was I don't have Felix in my head singing in the rest of the show. Because to me, in the movie, Felix, wasn't active in the narrative. Felix had things happen to him. He was very central to a lot of things.
Yeah, he's very
But
Bella.
it was exactly. He was self-insert-y.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened. He didn't actively participate in things. I think this was the first moment. This and maybe when he's like, don't clean my room, leave me alone. Which I saw someone online said that the reason Felix flipped out when Oliver tried to clean his room is because Oliver was breaking the rules of friends that are in Felix's life but don't take him on that seriously. You're just supposed to let him be and don't actually make him confront the fact that he has a messy room and he doesn't really consider other people and all this stuff. But besides that, I think that's the only other moment I can think of he's an active participant in a meaningful driving way. And so it's they're leaving the house. I didn't so this is when I was talking about not inserting a scene, so I didn't want to insert the drive back to Saltburn.
Okay.
But so this would have been
this would have been a cutaway
right
in his
migraine.
parents' house.
Exactly. Yeah, that or right when they got back, they're getting out the car. And Leave Me Alone is Michael Jackson sings a lot about the tabloids. And so Leave Me Alone is him saying leave me alone. Stop.
It's kind of a banger.
Yeah. Oh, it's one of his best songs, I think. He's just stop dogging me around. He has another song called Privacy, where he's you'll sell your soul just to get your story told. So that was another one that would have been pretty good. But that one was a little bit more direct and obvious it's the paparazzi, where this one could be just anyone's annoying you. But yeah, he's and I also think Michael Jackson was a great artist for a reason. He makes fun songs. So I thought this was fun in the sense that Felix listen, okay, it's too late to cancel this party. I'm going to let it go ahead, but I don't want to see it. So it was still fun. It was upbeat. Felix is trying to maintain his happy-go-lucky dead wife personality, but he's annoyed. Yeah. And this is the only time in the show he sings. So I thought having it be a song by someone like Michael Jackson and a song that is a banger. It's such a banger. I thought was really good for him to be. This is his one moment. I fully agree. And kind of also his last chance to sing a song.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Oh, well. He didn't know that though.
No. Number 4, I don't think I'm correct, but I do think I'm right.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
The number 4 is Eat Your Young by Mr. Hoosier.
Mm-hmm.
And
I hope you're right.
I don't think I am.
It'll make you happy if you are.
Oh, then I changed my mind about what it is.
No. Finish. No, what was your... Nope. Do it. Tell me.
It's Oliver singing it.
Yes.
Okay. So, original thought was grave scene, but now I'm thinking period sex scene.
Yeah, it was, I'm a vampire scene.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I know...
sorry. I think my brain didn't let me think of that.
You're like, I can't handle this.
Because I was like, I haven't heard this song in a while. I'll play it just to make sure I remember it. Yeah, I remembered it, okay? I didn't need to do that to myself.
The reason, back on the TikTok kids, I know when this song like came out as a single, the lesbians were going crazy for it over let me put my lips to something, lesbians. Let me wrap my teeth around the world. And I was like, you know what? Eleanor's gonna love this.
Kalina,
this one, ironically, this is for you.
The purposes of our friendship, can you please not quote those lyrics at me?
Okay. Close your eyes.
I'm already imagining you in an orange pantsuit. Like, this has been a lot for me.
Okay, I knew it was like doing numbers. No, go ahead.
My mom's crocheting, and she started crocheting like little dolls. And she's doing a black one now, and it looks like you. And my mom was asking me, like, it's correct, okay? I'm right, okay? Maybe I'm racist. I'm also correct. She helped me pick the colors, and I picked them on purpose. This is not the point. She was helping me. I was helping her pick the colors, and she's like, should the top be white or yellow? And then I thought about you in that yellow shirt you wore in college, and I was like, it needs to be yellow.
It needs to be yellow for my mental health. So I knew this song was doing numbers. I knew everyone was like, ooh, I love the double meaning in this song. Because this song is basically an extension of Jonathan Swift's thing that I cannot remember the name of right now. You got me. Oh God, what is it? A Modest Proposal.
A Modest Proposal.
Yes. So it's like an extension of that, parody of that. And he's like, basically, instead of trying to, save our food and save money, we'll just eat our children because that's easier. It's easier to like cut and run, fend only for yourself, eat your children. And I liked this, and honestly, I would skip the chorus, but in the musical, and we would just do verse, bridge, verse, because of the double meaning, the verses aren't as explicit or like as obvious as what he's referring to. But I think then you get to the end of the movie and you find out everything, and that double meaning, you're like, oh, that was a really good song choice because like he was being sinister, but he skipped the choruses when he's singing it. So we didn't realize that, but the song overall is sinister. But yeah, he says, I'll try not to quote too much. I'm trying to figure out what my best bet is here. But he talks about, like, is there something to be gained? He says, Highness, there's crumbs enough for everyone, old and young are welcome to the meal. So, like, that scene was very much, he's like, yeah, whatever you want. He's like, do you think I would care? I'm a vampire. So, he's like, gonna... Mm-hmm. I can't say the rest of that sentence. Eleanor's going in a weird place. My mom's here.
I wouldn't care either. Well, call
anyway,
me.
But yeah, I did this and I was like, Eleanor's gonna love this. I want to hear how you thought it fit into grave scene though. I can see it, but I want you to explain it to me. Just because I think the song is called Eat Your Young, so I thought it was like a little too obvious, you know what I mean? Whereas grave scene was about, and like even bathtub scene, about consumption, but not in the same direct way. Does that make sense?
I don't think You want me to explain?
Okay, fine. Go on to the next song.
My main explanation is I was going off just straight vibes and straight. Well, not straight. Actually, yeah, that's just kind of it. I've been thinking a lot about One Direction lately.
We were trying to debating what's the erotic and homoerotic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot of focus on the Anyway, song number 5. It's not my
also,
day.
I was gonna give you 7 songs, but back to the I Was Sleepy.
Yeah. I think it's good that I don't think I could think of 7 plot points for Saltburn if you had a gun to my head. So.
Yeah, towards the end, I was like, I'm gonna pick a scene and see what comes. Because there was one scene, I was gonna do a song for, a bit of a spoiler. So this is your guess for the next one. It's wrong. I wanted to do a song for the scene where Felix tells Oliver to throw the rock in the pot, in like the lake or whatever. Because I thought that'd be a nice moment. Another possibility for Felix to sing, but I was really committed to him only singing once in the show. Yeah, but towards the end, I was like, I'm just gonna scroll through my playlist and whatever hits me, hits me.
Okay. That's fair. I
do, however, think this was a solid choice, and I really wanted... I think there's better songs, I just don't think I know them, and I wanted something really powerful, because I really thought I wanted to do this justice. Tie it all together.
Okay. So that I'm not correct.
Wrong? Yeah,
I'm absolutely not correct. Even a little bit, kind of impressively incorrect. So we'll just go with we'll say my first thought, best thought that I know is wrong, and then my real guess, which I'm pretty sure is wrong.
Okay.
My first thought, best thought was this is Dear Sweet Pamela's moment.
Ooh.
And then I was like,
Definitely
I think
wrong,
I'm
but I
only
like it.
saying that because a woman is singing. My bad.
Fair enough.
My real thought is this is Oliver singing while he kills Felix.
Ooh, I like that. I didn't even think about that. You know what else I wanted to really have a song for, but it was just hard to find something that justified it, was the scene that you don't like where he pulls the breathing tube out. Not necessarily right then and there, but like in that general time frame.
Obviously, Yes
choice.
And by Ariana Grande.
I haven't heard that, so I'm going to take your word for it.
I'm just going off the vibes of Homewrecker celebrating.
True.
That's kind of what he is.
But yeah, I couldn't find one that like... Oh, you know what else? I wanted to replace... I was trying to decide if the end scene should be Oliver singing. You know the song that's really popular now?
Murder on the Dance Floor?
Yeah, Murder on the Dance Floor. I was trying to decide if he should sing that song in my musical version or would I change the song. And I still haven't quite decided.
Obviously, that scene needs to be Peacock by Katy Perry.
Anyway, another thing was I wanted, like, mashups are allowed. I just don't think I'm smart enough to put together a mashup right now.
Yeah,
but like
no,
I know
fair.
in like Moulin Rouge, that's a jukebox musical. They have a bunch of mashups. One of them is like Crazy by Charles. Is it Gnarls Barkley? That's the singer, right? Charles Barkley's a basketball player. By
Correct.
Gnarls Barkley, and they mash it up with Rolling in the Deep by Adele. So if I'm ever smart enough to mash up 2 songs, I will. I'll be on it. Trust me. Also, I don't actually have to do the musical part of the mashup, so...
Oh, no, you just have to speak it into existence?
Yep,
oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
So, I like those thoughts.
Is this a Farley song?
Was?
Oh, no, I don't think I did. Sorry. Bittersweet Tragedy by Melanie Martinez. Is this a Farley song? Are you giving this... Is this Farley's big moment?
It's not Farley's big moment.
What is it that you needed to do so much justice for?
I was also trying to find a song for that Oliver Farley scene that you liked, but I couldn't do anything. I couldn't find anything to do it justice either. This is the scene where Venetia tells Oliver he's like a moth.
Okay.
That's my favorite scene in the movie, and I really liked it. I wanted something that was like tender in the sense that like Venetia's very tender because she just lost her brother, and she's like her eyes are open to who Oliver is, but also, you know, like not like vengeful, but not quite actively vengeful. And this song, she says, "Sweet boy, straight out of the movie screen, candy hearts and chocolate dreams," and then she says, "I'm done with your bittersweet tragedy. It's no fun when I'm sitting all alone. You're right in front of me." And just about like she thought he was sweet like candy, quite literally, and you speak sour lemonade for me. Oh, my favorite line in this whole song is just, "One kiss was supposed to be so sweet, but I found grapefruit in your teeth." So like when they first have an encounter, when she first sees him, she's like, "I love this. This is gonna be awesome." And then kind of in the middle, she's like, "You know, I'm kind of disappointed because you're just deferring to Felix like all of his friends do." And then she realizes how like actually genuinely sinister Oliver is. So I really wanted to do, I think the "You're a Moth" scene is so good. She says, "You're a moth, you put your holes in everything, and now you're gonna destroy us from the inside out. And Felix was a plate, and you ate everything and you licked it clean." And just how close she gets. Oh, it's so good. And I thought just also the song is very, I guess, orchestral and like moving. So I thought it could have the like nice deep kind of dark surge I wanted this moment to have.
Okay.
And then
no,
also,
I like that. I can see that now.
Yeah, and then also she says like, your sugar rots my teeth, clogs up my arteries. I'm done with your bittersweet tragedy." And then she dies. And later we find out he kills her. So I thought that was a nice moment for her. She's like, "I'm done with you," and he's like, "Okay, bet."
All right. I'm sorry. I'm still piecing everything together in my brain.
So in chronological order,
Yes.
the songs would be "Eat Your Young," "Leave Me Alone," "Take It Off," "One That Got Away," "Bittersweet Tragedy."
Okay. Oh, I like that. I think you had some very good justification. I think
This was a lot. This was a lot of fun. I was excited to do it.
I was excited for it too. I think it
How about
helped
you?
that I.
Sorry.
I think it helped that I knew most of the songs. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I 100% went through my playlist. I was like, I can't do this any other way. I can't be like, songs that are about when your friend dies and you think your other friend killed him. But do you have any like thoughts for song? Like, I Can See You. Oh, "I Can See You."
Well, yeah, where were you
I was
with
gonna
that?
swap out with "Eat Your Young." That's what I swapped "Eat Your Young" for.
Okay.
I just thought "Eat Your Young" because it was like "I Can See You" was about like kind of like being in the hallways and like daydreaming, and I know like they're on the stairs and they're outside, and Farley obviously sees them, so like it's kind of like this like, oh well, we could get caught, which "I Can See You" kind of gives that vibe, but "Eat Your Young" was just, I go back to the sinister thing. It just really gave the like double entendre, double like meaning.
I fully agree.
But if you could throw a song in there or throw a song in a scene, where would you put a song?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, I really wanted Duncan to have a song. The waiter. I was really trying to get him to have like a...
Oh.
Because there's like one moment where he pops up in the library and he's watching Oliver. And like, I don't think he trusted him. Or the scene where he's trying to close the curtains. I wanted him to have like a background song. Just a moment. Yeah. It's not important. I was just...
I think that this is mostly... Okay, for full transparency, I just pulled up the playlist that I'm currently on. And it's my top 20 Taylor Swift songs.
Okay, of course.
So that's why we're getting this pick. I think... So during kind of a Felix Oliver friendship montage... Okay.
That's so
Before
funny you said that because
Saltburn.
I really wanted to put a song there. So I'm interested to see what you pick.
King of My Heart by Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Specifically because there's a part where Taylor Swift says, is this the end of all the endings? my broken bones are mending with all these nights we're spending. And I think if done right, that could be like Oliver kind of setting his plan right in his mind. That this is his retirement policy. I think, I don't think he like fully has it set that he's gonna really do all of this until he gets to Saltburn. But I think this is when the thoughts could start in, because you get to see like him going, oh, my life could be like this, just having fun and hanging out.
Yep.
And then later we get some sort of mirroring where he's like, oh,
my
life could be like this. Yeah.
That's good. I really wanted to put a song in that montage. I didn't know who would sing it. And like, because it's a montage, there's so many things happening. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you, because I have my playlist here, a couple songs. One, I wanted to do a running gag, which was every single time we do one of these, I'm going to put an Eagles song in and just make it work somehow and subject you to that. And that's when I had the idea of like, ooh, I could make a musical that's just all songs by one artist. So I definitely think we should revisit that idea later.
Yes.
But the Eagles have this song called Dueling Dalton, which is about... There was this cowboy gang called the Doolin Dalton Gang, because those were their last names. And in it, one I can't remember which set of last names, but one of them was a bunch of brothers, and then the other guy was like this one random guy. And in the song they say, sooner or later we all have to die. Sooner or later it's a stone cold fact. 4 men ride out and only 3 ride back. So I thought it was like Saltburn, 2 men ride out and I guess technically 3 men ride out and only 1 comes back. But I didn't know where to put that, and also who would sing it, and also it's about cowboys. So the rest of the song kind of loses it. But like,
but like
that very specific line. And then I wanted to use Somebody's Watching Me, because I thought that would have been funny for Felix, but unfortunately Felix didn't know anyone was watching him. But that would have been the perfect point to put that in there. And also, I had another pick for the vampire scene, which was "Sex with a Ghost" by Teddy Hyde, because again, foreshadowing. But the lyrics didn't quite work.
Yeah, now that I'm looking more at the lyrics of other songs, I think that's where it got me.
Yeah.
This was fun.
I had a great time. I have so many ideas.
Good.
You're gonna hate me.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna work on an Eagles musical. Good watch.
I'm surprised you haven't already.
I think I was like, this is a bit much even for me. That's like next level. Oh, I wanted to throw in Only the Good Die Young by Billy Joel. That was another option for after Felix died, possibly his funeral. Oh, you'll like this. I went through a lot of options for the vampire scene because I really wanted to put one in there. I was going to also go for Good Girls Go Bad. I thought you would have liked that one. Cobra Starship, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it was just
Leighton
a little
Meester
too
in
like
the music
club
video.
hit for it. Yeah.
It's a little more.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to tell you. Bittersweet Tragedy. Part of the reason that struck me is because when I listened to it on YouTube, I watched the video that I pick is someone made like a edit to that movie that's about Ted Bundy, the one with Zac Efron and Lily Collins. So it's about like, she's falling in love with this guy, and then years down that they're married, they have a kid, and she finds out he's a serial killer. So like I thought you were sweet, and nope, you're a murderer. So
you're actual literal Ted Bundy.
Yeah. So.
Oops.
How was I to know?
Yeah, it's not your fault. Zac Efron's fine. I would overlook some things too.
I think it's time for us to wrap this up.
I completely agree. This was fun. We'll probably do this again. I think we'll come into a new challenge of I haven't seen enough movies to do this, so I'll have double
that's
homework.
Also why I went with Saltburn. I was like, I know Elanor has seen it. I know it is still fresh in their mind.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna do Twilight. I don't know. I'm gonna wait until I have all of them like properly soundtracked out. But once I got the track lists for all of them, we're doing Twilight.
Oh yeah, we're both doing a Twilight one.
Yeah. Twilight.
Yeah.
I think I should do Peter Pan. That idea struck me today. 21 Jump Street.
Oh, I would mess up a 21 Jump Street Taylor Swift jukebox musical.
Right.
Oh man.
And that would be perfect. That woman would be like, what are the cheesiest songs I can pick? Because they genuinely would sing them.
They would. Man.
Bumpin' Love Story.
You don't think I'm giving Jonah Hill a Teenage Dream Blair Anderson remix? Who do you think I am?
Sure.
Actually, sorry, Channing Tatum would sing that.
Yeah. And completely seriously.
100%. He would mean it so deep down in his little heart.
I'm sorry. This reminded that the vibe of that movie. I don't know if you've seen it. I think we should watch it. It's called Ricky Stenicki.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
so
we gotta go see that
badly.
Okay.
Oh,
so stay tuned for that. We are gonna go watch
Absolutely.
Ricky Stenicki, and we're gonna make a Taylor Swift musical and a Twilight musical. I might just steal all of my ideas from, what is it called? The Hillywood Show on YouTube. They do like they basically do musical they did a musical Supernatural, but they did Twilight, and they started the Supernatural one is like later in their catalog, and they like reworked the whole song. But when they first started doing them, when they were doing the Twilight and like the Hunger Games, they literally just sang the song, and that was the first time I heard "Thinking of You" by Katy Perry, because they did all the movies, so they did New Moon, and it was like, when I'm with him, I'm thinking of you. It's when Bella's hanging out with Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Yes, ma'am.
If you did one of these for a movie that was new to me, and you used songs from the soundtrack, do you think I would notice? Because I don't think I would.
Not at all.
I might be able to pick. I might be able to notice one.
Yeah.
I think
you'd be like, it's crazy.
Do that to me next April Fool's. So I'll
Gotcha. No, this is fun. I'm definitely doing this again.
Yes. But yeah, stick around for that, and get you a short one this week. So.
God, I know. Sorry about last week. We have to make up for it.
Yeah. But I have been Elanor.
And I have been Kalina.
And thank you for listening. And go find us on Twitter. We're really funny.
And on Instagram. And on the TikTok. And on Storygraph. I got a Storygraph now. So you all can hold me to my reading goal.
Good luck.
We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Don't quote me on that. One day we'll have an outro, but it's not today.